It can be shocking to see some of the biggest actors in South Africa hitting rock bottom in financial woes while your average South African is surviving on 5,000 rands a month. Some of these actors earn close to 350,000 at one point and still manage to find a unique way to blow it, but maybe their debts are bigger than ours. But like, imagine earning that much for 30 years and still being homeless because you failed to pay 5,000 rands a month for a house or car. What could be the reason, honestly? Either way, in this video we'll look at actors who hit rock bottom and bounce back and some of the reasons for hitting rock bottom. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Number 14, Masilo Mahoro. I mean, this guy is always in debt, to be honest. If he's not struggling with the apprentice school fees, he's struggling to keep his tuck shop afloat. Well, it looks like the actor has lived up to his TV character because in 2018, the actor was in trouble with the repo man. And guess what they wanted? His car. Apparently, Mr. Apprendo had gone AWOL on his car payments. Mahoro bought a 2011 BMW 3 Series in 2014 for over 275,000 rands and was expected to pay not more than 3.7 thousand rands per month and a balloon payment of 70,000 rands. I'm not a financial expert or anything, but hear me out. Just don't take a balloon payment on anything, alright? But Charles, being the financial wizard he is, he took that financing plan and nearly 3 years later it came back and popped in his face. We hope he managed to pay off his car. Number 13, Mandla Gaduka. How many of you know this short and cute chubby guy? Well, he's none other than Mandla Gaduka from Generations, The Legacy, Broken Valves, Backstage, Rhythm City and stuff like that. The actor went through what we would call a life-changing time. Despite having worked on high-earning productions, he hit rock bottom a few years ago. He was silent about it until he couldn't anymore and had to speak up.
Oh, speak up. I don't think your friends here heard you.
So in 2019, he spoke up about it and he was low-key throwing shade at influencers. Like, honestly, why are influencers getting more acting gigs than actual actors? While the actor wasn't against it, he did hint that the industry was selecting people who had a big social media following, i.e. influencers, over those who didn't. And while he preferred for there to be a balance, he understood how things worked. We can't say things have turned out great, but last we checked, he had a role in a theater play and was hoping to get a TV role someday soon. Number 12, Tini Numani. We all know Tini Numani. She's funny, always entertaining to watch. Best known for her nosy characters on TV, you'd almost swear she's nosy in real life. And who knows, she might just be. Just kidding. We know she's not, because Numzana is actually a pastor in real life, and that's why she's on our list of people who almost lost everything. Her calling was allegedly the reason she lost everything. So in 2005, Numzana was knee-deep in debt, and someone had told her if she didn't accept her pastoral calling, she'd be doomed. So in 2005, after losing her house, she accepted a calling, and believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, she began getting gigs and even got an international role in Hollywood. And ever since, she has never been broke. Number 11, Tabo K. Okay, now we're moving into the hardcore bounce backs. Tabo K has seen it all. The actor not only lost his mother and younger brother in a car accident in 2013, but he also lost his job in the preceding years, and that's when things began to spiral. Because jobs were not coming in and he was in so much pain, he became abusive to his wife and said he became physical once. After that, he went to therapy, even attending 2 therapists at the same time. He was very committed, but after a while his wife left him too, so he lost literally everything that mattered to him, and the actor claims it was because he had become jobless.
But manje imali ayisekho endlini, ngathi uthando nalalisekho, inhlonipho iyancipha.
But there are 2 sides to every story, right? Anyways, the actor has since found God and is now a pastor full-time, having even given up on his sangoma calling for Christ. He has bounced back stronger than ever and has overcome a lot, not only his former narcotics addiction but also his tragic losses of his loved ones, including his wife when times were tough. Number 10, Innocent Masuku. I know we're talking about people who went broke and bounced back. Well, this guy is like a tennis because he bounces. First, he got famous and made a lot of money, and I mean a lot. In fact, at one point he was said to be getting up to 350,000 a month in the 2000s. But the fast life usually doesn't come without challenges, and his was the powder. And honestly, it was hard for him getting off the powder. It was so hard that he lost everything, including his house and all his money. He became so broke he lived on the streets, and South Africans said, "We'll save him," and they did. The actor even began acting again, and just when people were happy that he had bounced back, he chose to eat rock bottom again, and his family said in a recent article that they had given up on him. The actor appeared on a Bluey to discuss how he lost all his millions. So far, a lot of people say the man simply doesn't want help, because even when they find auditions for him, he simply either doesn't go or comes late. We don't know if he'll bounce back the third time. Number 9, Tony Korohe. I know you were not expecting this guy, but he's one of the victims of the acting industry allegedly. Well, not like the guy above. It's not his fault. Tony is one of the actors who have voiced out their disapproval of how the acting industry works. Korohe lost his 2012 Mercedes-Benz C300 after failing to pay his 7,200 installments for a few months. The bank repossessed the vehicle nearly 10 years after he started financing it and sold it for 92,000 rands. The actor said he hoped his story would enlighten people of the difficulties actors face despite of their Instagram pages. He also blamed the industry for not paying actors their royalties even when they reported their shows on TV. Korohe said he couldn't pay the car installments because he had debts on his house and his children's school fees, but we hope he has bounced back. Number 8, Tander. This guy made the issue of royalties more public than most, as he literally had to beg for help online. The actor had gone broke after nearly 30 years of being in the industry without a break. Could it be that actors are underpaid, or are they just bad at finances? This guy was also earning a lot and was allegedly even getting royalties from the SABC. Like, honestly, where did all that money go? Anyways, after crying about it, he got a donation of 30,000 rands from this sports company, and he said he would invest it instead of using it like he used to. And just a few years before this, the actor was earning way more than that on TV, and he literally earned that amount for 30 years and still didn't save a dime. I think actors just need financial literacy more than anything else. Actors stood up for the veteran and donated, with others like Pearl Tusi donating up to 100,000 in total, allegedly. The actor has since received a role on The Queen, and it seems like his career is back on track. He better not mess it up this time. Number 7, Mike Valassi. Valassi is best known for playing Capella on Generations, Sibalukulu on Isibaya, Mlungisi on Broken Vows, and Mageba on Uzalo. While all that sounds like it's been financially great, it turns out all that money wasn't doing anything for him. Valassi's home was repossessed in 2019 by ABSA after it missed out on nearly 3 years worth of payments. The actor was owing over R1 million in his payments. He took out the loan for the house worth over 1 million rands in 2006, and nearly 20 years later he wasn't done paying and he lost the house. The actor was also owing a little under 200,000 rands in tax. So where was his money going? We honestly will never know, but the actor has been getting jobs recently, and we hope he found a solution to his problems. Perhaps just building a house in the hood. It's honestly cheaper there. Number 6, Katlaho Danke. Okay guys, I'm no hater, but don't you think these celebrities owe some real explanation on how they're blowing their money? So Katlaho Danke has been an actor for as long as I knew what a TV was, and it's alleged that her earnings per month averaged around 50,000 or more, and yet in 2019 the actress' house was under threat of repossession after she had failed to pay nearly 5 payments of less than 4,000 rands. She had taken a home loan from FNB nearly 10 years ago and was expected to pay back the loan in installments of 4,000 rands per month. Her house isn't the only thing that was under threat, but she recently lost her car after she failed to pay her installments for the car. But if you look at her Instagram, you would swear she's living the life. Looks like the grass is always greener in pictures. The actress has obviously bounced back, as she hasn't complained about it. After all, it's mostly men who hit rock bottom to that level. Number 5, Mapule Mufule. After Rhythm City came to an end, some actors were worried about where they'd go, and it ended at a very inconvenient time, the COVID-19 pandemic, in which artists and actors were hit the most, among whom was Mapula Mufule, to ask for help online as she wasn't getting by. I guess she didn't see that coming. The actress had been a consistent member of the Rhythm City family for over 10 years consistently, and just when the show ended, she had financial woes. Like I said, actors might need to explain how exactly they spend their money, because Spa employees are doing quite well on the small salary. After a crisis, she got food donations and has since bounced back from the misfortune. She even found love in real life from a guy 10 years her junior. Not a lot of women can pull that off. Number 4, Tami Mngolo. You know this guy as Senzo from Generations The Legacy. He played a gay character whose story was heavily criticized by Mike and Valassi for being inappropriate. He literally said, "What are you teaching our kids?" Aside from that, Tami is a very successful actor. Having traveled the world just a year before completing his drama degree at Wits University, he was married to Joanne Raynack, and believe me when I say it did not end well at all. The actor was kicked out of the house and had to live with a friend for a while after he messed up, while other sources claim it was because Raynack was now the breadwinner and doing everything suffering while Tammy was playing video games? Probably, but in reality it was because of the multiple cheating and so-called irreconcilable differences. And I know he's a great guy, but loyalty just wasn't his thing. So after she found a compromising video in his phone, she kicked him out allegedly. The actress struggled to find work and gigs for a while, but now it seems like he's back on his feet again. Number 3, Sophie Ndaba. To be fair, Sophie Ndaba's story is just to fill the gaps, but anyways, Sophie Ndaba is best known for being the Gucci of South African actresses. Well, for her era, she's best known for playing Queen Morocco on Generations The Legacy and has portrayed an aristocratic life on social media, much like your modern day influencers. But behind closed doors, you guessed it, it was a mess. In 2021, Sunday World reported that the actress owed the bank some money on a property loan she had taken, and there were court papers allegedly seen by Sunday World, but the actress fired back, accusing Sunday World of being nosy, and in her gigantic rant, she didn't deny that she was in trouble, but she did say she was working on it. We don't know if she managed to pay it off, but 2.2 million rands is not a joke, my friends. You've probably never seen like 100,000 in your bank accounts, so imagine 2.2 million, right? Number 2, Tabo K. We thought we should add Tobejani because the scandal is kind of recent. The Muvhango actress was alleged to have been bankrupt in Dubai, claims of which she has since rubbished. But before rubbishing them, she accidentally confirmed them when she posted a long Instagram message saying she wasn't entirely okay the moment and was facing some financial problems, and even went on to ask for donations. After realizing that she had exposed herself, she made the wise decision of deleting the post and backtracking on her words, saying she was completely fine and that the rumors were just garbage. But we believe she was for a moment broke but bounced back. As you know, being a slave queen in Dubai is all about hustling. Number 1, Thabiso Dlamini. Unlike everyone on this list, this guy is the most financially responsible guy ever. His fall was actually intentional, which begs the question, does it still count as a fall if it was planned? Well, why don't you ask your friends about that? Anyways, Thabiso wanted to film his movie Losing Lerato, but he didn't have the money to do it. First, he approached Warner Bros and they offered him 20 million rands, but on one condition, that they would take the story as their own and hire their own actors, and he wouldn't get royalties from its sales. And Mudubi, being the intelligent guy he is, he was like, I'm good. And they were like, what do you mean no? And he said, I promised my daughter she'd be in the film. So he flew back home with his script and decided to do it on his own. At this point, he had properties, houses and cars from all his years on Scandal, and he looked at his wife dead in the eye and said, I think I need to sell everything and we'll stay in a shack for a bit. I promise we'll get everything back. And shockingly, she said yes. I know most of you would have called him all sorts of names, but she trusted a man. They moved back in the hood and used taxis, but he knew his plan, and fortunately enough it worked, and he got everything back and more. Recently, he bought his wife a brand new Mercedes Benz. So ladies, never doubt your man. Of course, only if they're smart like Mudubi and not alcoholics like Charles Kunutu. That'll be all for today. Tell us what you think is causing these famous and allegedly rich people to go broke. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this.